Shalom. This relates to quick news. Give all praise Yahbashim Yashar Bashim Rakakadash. You had an incident in five soldiers shot at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Georgia base in Army base in Georgia. The gunman has been caught and apprehended, taken in custody. ICE rejects NYT, which is the New York Times, related to deportation bonuses. Trump's cutting regulations related to drone production. President Trump wants peace relating to Ambassador Whitaker. He's talking about DHS, which is Department of Homeland Security, removes the age limits relating to new hires for ICE. You have also continuation. Texas lawmakers 400,000 could and relating to fines relating to them relinquishing their duty. Trump adds another relating to 25% added related to the tariffs related to India, which makes it over 50%. They have a 35, but at 25, they'll really make it close to more 60%, 50% or greater. So he increasing that. That relates to India and the tariffs. Army sergeant suspect at Army base shooting in Georgia, Fort Stewart, that's in Georgia. And relating to India with the tariffs, Brazil believes up to 50%. Other BRICS nations added 10% base, because pretty much defiance. You have there's great progress according to the report. I get this from Newsmax too. Great progress is made with the U.S. envoy related to the meetings with Putin, according to report. This is Newsmax related to earlier. You have an let's see. The mayor denied relating to matching campaign funds. Let's get some more news. This is going to be quick. You also had the company makes a settlement with Elon Musk relating to a payout bonus of $29 billion to keep him at the helm or the public face for the CEO for Tesla. That was on the report. You had something with Canada and Israel related to arms and ammunition, related to Canada saying they were halting, but reports related back to last year, January, saying they were continuing related to ammunition and supplies related to Israel and other countries, U.S., Canada, related to that. What else you have? I seen a report. Let me see something. I seen a report relating to Sean Foe. He's talking about let me see this. U.S. 24-hour threat to BRICS. U.S. hammers global semiconductors and U.S. tourism collapses. You see in the tourism collapse. It's being affected here too as well. BRICS countries accounted for 54% of the world's population in 2024. This report here. show info report. So with these tariffs, and I've seen a report, China relinquishing more debt, U.S. debt, which is going to be very problematic. It's like pretty much biting the hand that feeds you, in a matter of speak. You have diamond. These are the countries. Diamond imports. Belgium 15 4-point ban, 24. Let me get that again. Read it. $24.4 ban, Belgium 15 4-point ban, India 19 ban, 7.1 ban, Hong Kong 18.9 ban, UAE 9.2 ban, China 7.8 ban. UAE's United Arab Emirates, or Abu Dhabi, so that relates to diamond imports, man. And China relates to minerals, rare minerals and different things, which U.S. needs. They hold like 60% relating to that. So they need China. They depend on China. Our goods come from China. So China can block a lot of that stuff where the United States don't get it, man. So they can do a lot of things. I was saying yesterday. Which will cause supply shortages for different products and different things. Scripture talks about before I get that, let me see. Scripture talks about, for many great miseries shall happen in the latter times to them that walk great, that dwell on the earth, because they walk greatly in pride. Second Ezra 8:50. So many miseries going to happen because of the people on the earth that dwell therein, because of pride and arrogance, man. You know what I mean? So miseries are coming. Scripture talks about the Lord is beginning to visit the earth which he has made. He is known by the judgment he executes. 9:16, 7:11 of Psalms. So the Lord is doing things relating to punishing the earth because of the iniquities on the earth, man. You know what I mean? That's why you seeing what's happening on earth, man. You know what I mean? It's not really super effective here in the United States yet, because these people are still moving around, operating pretty much functionably normal. But that can change. That can always change. You know what I mean? At pretty much a clip of a finger, man. You know what I mean? A snap of a finger, man. Things can change that quickly, man. You know what I mean? So when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction happens, man. Sudden destruction. When they say peace and safety, because the appearance of peace and safety is optically present in this country right now, but that can change, man. You know what I mean? All it takes is a circumstance or a situation, a black swan, which is an unpredictable, unforeseen event, man. Black swan, a crisis, man. Scripture says, never let a good crisis go to waste. You know what I mean? Russian gas linked to China. And the reason why India is getting these punishments, because they're siding with the adversary. Well, all these countries side with the adversary. They do business together, back and forth with each other, man. You know what I mean? But the tariffs are a form of a sanctional tax penalty. You know what I mean? So that's what it's used for. And it's being used and weaponized to do that, man. All right, let me see. That was showing full reports relating to that, and you have Russian cruise shipments to Asia. We have that. You have this is showing full report. There's a report I've seen relating to artificial intelligence is slowly taking over. Artificial intelligence, robotics. For example of that, you having this massive layoff related to these jobs. AI is behind a lot of this stuff, man. And you know, it's not a coincidence that you're seeing massive layoffs in different aspects and industries across these major companies, man. Because at the end of the day, that's the plan. You know what I mean? These jobs that people think that are long term, they being laid off, man. You know what I mean? They being laid off. You know, whether it's in the private or government sector. You know what I mean? And you know, these people in the United States, man, you know what I mean? They're spoiled, they're privileged, they're arrogant, they're prideful, man. And many people say that, many men in truth say that. And they are, man. You know what I mean? They're prideful because they think nothing can touch here, man. You know, they think nothing can ever touch here. They think nothing can, they think America's invincible, man. But the reality is, it's not. Because wherever great kingdom, there comes a great end, man. You know what I mean? So, and you're seeing the end. For Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning that follow. So we see an end. And ancient Rome was a great rulership, but it ended eventually. And this is just a continuation relating to ancient Rome, man, under new management, which is America, man. You know what I mean? And it's coming to an end, especially economically. You know what I mean? Different things. You having I seen something with milk production being halted, milk product producing, also beef and different things. Reports, seeing a lot of video reports of different things. Tourism is being affected as well. That's a big, you know, for needed commodity for the United States. That's being affected. And a lot of that could be because of the policies of this country and people, you know, how a negative review relating to how they see relating to policies and politics in this country, man, regarding other countries looking at it. You know what I mean? You have fellow soldiers took out a shooter relating to Fort Stewart Army Base in Georgia. Trump and Ukraine and Russia relating to that. Another 25% on India. So that puts them at really about 60 because they're at 35 now. Texas Democrats still in Illinois after B threat. Restricting standoff continues related to gerrymandering. You having, so the Texas standoff related to the gerrymandering standoff, which is a fancy word for redistricting, standoff between the powers, man, Democrats and different things. Brazil president sees no point in tariff talks with Trump, but he don't want to deal with Trump. I believe they have a 50% relating to them, and that's all Brazil, India, the BRICS, which are the BRICS. So he's specifically punishing them, really, because not relating to compliance. LA officials, Penske trucks decry federal agents' use of vehicle immigration. Doge big balls exalt fuels Trump DC federalization plan. Relating to the Ghislaine Maxwell, relating to raises questions relating to Epstein thing. Tennessee inmate says he was hurting so bad during execution by lethal injection. You have in Tennessee relating to deletion, banning their baby or something. Japan marks 80th anniversary of atomic, BOMB-INGS. You have in panel subpoenas Bill Hillary Clinton and Epstein case. So they being subpoenaed. Netanyahu wants to reoccupy Gaza. You have in Marsha Blackburn announces run for Tennessee governor, and so you have different reports. So that was quick news reports. You have India security advisor visits Russia in the midst of terror threats. Terror threats. You have in so this is quick reports. Hope this helps relate to information. This is Zaya Wolf. I'll praise y'all by Shem Yoshua by Shem Kakadash. This is Zaya Wolf. Hope it helps. Relating to informative, relating to information. Shalom.